So may I ask everybody to provide some feedback about this experience, those who have been participating was in the workshop, what you have in good memory or what you would regard as a good experience, and also what suggestions you would have if in future such activities are organized, what could be improved. And the third point, what you take with you, will you do something in the coming weeks based on what you have learned here and experienced here? And I would suggest to start with Sandra.
It was quite useful for me and I think for everyone from Nectarina. We have always tried, because we always had quite limited resources, we always tried to use as much open source platforms and things that we could find. And even when we were publishing a magazine, we did it in an open source format. We do have a programmer in our organization, so it's much easier for us to do certain things. But for me, what I've learned today, particularly, and yesterday, is what possibilities there are that we haven't used yet, and how other people are using them. Because I think the NGO work and any social good work is shifting as everything else is shifting. I think we are all shifting to using internet connectivity, open source platforms, and anything else that is technically made. So I think we all need to use the technical possibilities more than we have until now. So I have just had a very good experience in listening to other people's practices and what they are doing and how they are using open source things. And I already started thinking about how we could sort of do something with it. So thanks to everyone.
Daniel, would you like to add something? Okay, Gorana?
Okay, I would like to agree on this with her. I think the most important thing that I have learned here is access to information, how something is done, and this diversity of projects done by all these people, it's something amazing. And definitely, if we were more connected and sharing the ideas, I think we could make changes. I know, for example, some changes in our local communities, and we can go global with time, but definitely we need the access to information. That's the most important thing for me.
Thank you. Milica?
It's amazing, by organizing these kind of events, we could do what Roland just explained. And I don't know, for me personally, it was really motivating to just, think about my own project, as well as think about continuing to work with IAAI.
Good.
And I'm really looking forward to it. And I really, while I was talking to Brian, my team, on Wednesday, I was really inspired to actually work on this project, organizing the next music festival. But
Super.
we'll hear something a little bit more about it later.
Okay, looking forward. Really?
Yes, what is Brian, by the way? Was he?
Preparing his presentation.
Okay, anyway, no, I think he was really, it still is a great experience. We're not done yet. But so far it's been a great experience, certainly. I agree with the previous speakers. Especially when we think about what we're also trying to do is to connect people and share knowledge and experience. And this is exactly what has been happening in the last 2 or 3 years, at least. This is how I felt. This is how I feel every time I attend conferences. I meet amazing new people. I enlarge my network every time I go to a conference. So, I have already 3 or 4 potential partners already, even for my own programs. and I learned a lot, like so many new things that I did not know that they exist. So it certainly was a learning experience for me, and yeah, it was really productive, very well organized, obviously, and yeah, looking forward to next time, you know, and to meeting you somewhere else, you know. I'm sure we'll meet somewhere else too.
Thank you. Ivana?
Yeah, I would also like to, I mean, I couldn't agree more with the previous speaker, and maybe I would just like to thank you for organizing the event, and it was a great experience, and I hope that we will meet more often and have these kind of activities more often where we can actually connect and also have a follow-up and projects together. Thank you.
Amara?
I was very inspired, and I'm happy to be part of this group. I also think it would be great if this is just the beginning of some projects. Yeah, when we were discussing, especially with our social entrepreneurship group, it was making me very excited about what we could do together. So likewise, from my side, I would be very happy to continue, and just feel free to contact me if you have any ideas, especially related with mountain areas. But it doesn't have to be. So yes, thank you all for also your ideas. For me, the most amazing thing is that you can understand that there are so many great ideas that you don't have to like even work so much. Just put them all together and then new things happen.
Sir?
Yes. There is a great symbolicity today. Today, Mira.
Yes.
Today we are celebrating the D-Day of our
Yeah.
project.
That's exactly, yeah. That's a good point.
The 70 years of the campaign in Normandy. So for us, this is the D-Day, and we will go together far away in this sense. The other story that I have in mind is the fact that soon will be 100 years of the Great War. We are happy that Austria will become, and Klagenfurt especially, thanks to you, to all of you, the center for the better future of mankind on this planet. I believe in you, and so far so good. Let's rock and roll.
Thank you very much.
Just to add to this, at the beginning we had 2011, we had the participants or the initiators of that particular global music contest as the Glocher Angels.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So if you're saying the future of mankind doing good, certainly the angels are part of it, and I think Miro is increasing the number of angels around there organizing.
Thank you, Miro.
And I certainly think it's a good point. Yeah.
Thank you. Stephanie?
So yeah, thank you for being here. I joined yesterday, and it's just amazing to see so many young people and see their specialities, and I can really feel that like each one is doing it like with the heart, and you're really behind it, and I feel when young people come together, it's like this fresh and energetic energy, and you feel that something can, really something good can happen out of it. So thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. Maya?
So I would like to thank the organizers for this conference, and it was really interesting and inspiring, and I think that we talked a lot about internet and new technologies, but it's really important to meet in real life a bit more often we can also.
Yes,
So it was
it's important. Thank you. Milos?
First, I would like to say thanks for inviting me to this conference. In my opinion, the most important thing is that I've met so many interesting people here, and I think it's very important that we extend our social network. I think that's the main goal. There are a lot of different subjects at this seminar, and I think everyone could find something interesting for you. So I'm really glad I met you all guys, and I really enjoyed it here. Thanks.
Brian?
Well, I think you hit, for me, the nail on the head, because I think for me what was so great about this is also just meeting this group of people, and please let's all stay in touch and keep doing this great work.
First I want to thank you for the invitation. It was very interesting for me because I see so many parallels situations like with Wikipedia and also open knowledgement. And so I see it's a good idea to connect, to make more connections for me and for all.
Yeah, thank you very much. And information also for the other participants. In 1 week there will be a General Assembly of Wikimedia Austria here also in Klagenfurt, which is connected to the cooperation we have.
Well, I want to thank for two things. First one is that this conference really opened my eyes as for possibilities what we can do even in Czech Republic, and like the information that we belong to Carpathian cooperation. So thank you for this. And everyone should join our Facebook group if you didn't already. And the second thing, I study adult education, and I've read a lot of books about dreams, how to bring education to everyone. It was really such wonderful to meet people who really brings the internet to Africa and information, and to meet the Wikipedia man. Thank you for this all.
Thank you.
For me, it was a very great experience. To be fair, I should say that it has overcome my expectations. It was great to know the extraordinary work of IAAI, what you are doing, especially in Africa. There is a lot of need. I should say that I have taken a lot, especially in the field of ICT, where my knowledge were so limited, but also with the work of entrepreneurship group, which we exchange and learned a lot from each other, and makes me reflect about what should be changed in my country, and to work for better things and to have a better society. I think this would be just a starting for a continuous collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the invitation. I'm also very much surprised about, I would say that is like a future think tank, for example. And I would like to think in a deductive way. So I was surprised that we have on one side different tools, ICT tools, and on the other side we have the essence. And now this combination from the tools and the essence will bring, I think, the results for the future, and this is our challenge. Besides, if I have caught your idea about being local and global, this is also the answer of how we should work in the future, localization, and I think this is really a challenge for us for the future.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, of course, I'd like to say thank you for the invitation. For me, there are two outstanding things. On the one hand, it was, as Mr. Holub yesterday said, the spirit you can feel in Carinthia is not only to be felt in Carinthia, but I feel it here across all the countries. It's a spirit of humanity and something to be pushed forward. That's the one thing. And the other thing is a concrete project I would like to get into touch with Tamara and Julia about the Biosphere region, because we have been doing a project on the other side of the Katschberg at the Nockberge, generation project in 4 counties. So, and I would like very much to invite you to our final presentation of this EU project, EU leader project, on the 25th of June. So,
Julia will be actually here.
You're very welcome to see the results of our 3 years' work in this rural area. Thank you.
I have 2 things. The first thing is, for this conference, I spent my last 10 years with Wikipedia, and I always thought, wow, it's a global organization and everything I can find there. And now in these 2 days I saw it was a pretty and very narrow scope. I had with Wikipedia sometimes too, because I found here so many different and really interesting things we can do together, or things we don't have to do because others are still doing it. Yeah. And the second thing what I want you to say is I'm one of the older people here, but you never let me feel old. Thank you.
Something else to say. I've completely forgot to mention that, as you heard, I'm working for the Intermusic there to the Carpathian Convention. And the conference of the parties of the Carpathian Convention will take place on the 23rd to 25th of September in Mikulov, the Czech Republic. And there is basically a big governmental meeting, but also a forum for NGOs and presenting a lot of activities. And we are preparing a side event on youth participation in the Carpathian Convention, or in the sustainable development of the Carpathian Mountains. And we are cooperating with Akuns and with Michael Platze, and I think Maggie Plaku is going to participate in the organization. So if any of you are interested to come and attend it or to contribute somehow, just let me know. We're just still starting work on the organization of the event. So also we're discussing with Michael that if something exciting happens at this workshop, we could also inform the participants that this happened. Such initiative exists. So.
Thank you.
And they got a great wine in Mikulov.
Yes. For sure. Last time we were there, we could not find our
So many new people, so many new things, so many new ideas and everything just in 4 days. I think it was maybe even more productive than the work of the months sometimes, yeah. And our teamwork was really, really impressive. The ideas were coming so fastly. It was amazing. So thank you so much for creating this atmosphere. We saw how much effort you put in all this. So this is really, really great and worthy. And hope that we will continue and do many, many great things together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know what's left to say because we are almost the last people to say some last words. We are delighted to be here and thank you for giving us the opportunity for this. What is important is that we create bridges of cooperation in the future, and I hope that this will be the case in this case.
Let me finish this.
Yes.
I think everything was said and done already. So what I'm going to say is that let's keep using Miro's network and use him as a checkpoint and connect all these ideas and have this outcome in the end, all these possible cooperations. I possibly heard about the group, so I invite you all to be part of it. The title is the name of this conference, and let's keep this positive approach towards this huge potential of ours, and somehow, as Miro already started a few years ago, to improve the society, let's keep on continuing and improving it with this positive feedback towards it. That was all. Thank you very much.
And Eva?
I just think Arvin summed it up pretty good. But I have to say I really enjoyed the last 2-3 days with you guys. It was a really great time. I think the conference opened our minds to new ideas, new information and new knowledge. So I really hope we all stay in contact and keep the idea growing. And yeah, thanks to you guys.
Thank you very much. Yeah, with this we go to the coffee break and continue at 12 o'clock as scheduled, and that helps us to start then at 1:30 or so, half an hour earlier than expected.